Okay, hello and welcome to part 2 of my 100 Days series in Stoneblock 3. Sorry if I sound weird, I'm currently under the weather. The first thing we're gonna do is we need a grand total of 21 rose quartz. I don't know if they're ingots or whatever. Yeah, polished rose quartz. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our couple pieces of beautiful sandpaper to get this stuff polished up, and then we're gonna go and hopefully make ourselves a little bit of a crafting, whatever it's called. What's it called? The mechanical crafters, because we need them in order to make the gigantic thing, the crushing wheels. Yep, we need these guys. So we're gonna need a bunch of andesite alloy as well, which isn't too difficult for us to get because we've got a bunch of andesite and we can get a bunch of zinc. Although I should probably, let's get that smelting up as well. And overall, we're just gonna do this. But yeah, hopefully I will feel better soon, because currently I am very congested, so sorry about that. But at least now what we can do is we can get the mechanical crafters. We need some iron sheets, so 21 iron sheets. It shouldn't be too bad, right? It's just 21 iron ingots that we need to flatten, which means I need to get the... Where is it? Where did I put it? In here? It is. Okay, perfect. And this goes right there. Actually, that's probably too slow. I guess we can just plop it in the middle right here, right? And we can just, we'll take a polished andesite, and we'll go right there. And then we can just start chucking this stuff here, and it'll go boom. And then we just got to do that 20 more times, and a couple more times. Of course, it would just be just 20 times. That's all it needs. Okay, I don't know how many more times it's gonna go, but we've got, I mean, I see 3 ingots there, but I don't know exactly how many there are. Okay, maybe we check it out? Okay, two more, just 2 more. That's all it's gonna take. 1, 2, perfect. And now we've got our 21 iron sheets, which means we can combine those guys to make the electron tubes, and then we can make all of the mechanical crafters, which now I'm realizing it gives you 3 per, so we didn't need nearly that many. I only needed 7, but you know what? Fair enough. Probably should have seen that coming, but it's all good because now we just need to set up the array to make them, and we should be able to get enough zinc and such, and that should give us plenty of andesite alloy. We're gonna make a couple stacks of andesite alloy just because I can, and I mean we're gonna need a couple stacks of whatever we need, so at least we've got it covered. Also, I had more zinc anyways, but now we gotta get our mechanical crafter set up, which means I should probably make some more water wheels, which thankfully water wheels are just 16 wood and a shaft, which is good, because I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make 4, that way I get enough so that we can do kind of whatever we want to do. Grab you, and then of course we just do it like this, and then you get our water wheels, and we get our large water wheels. And I'm gonna need some shafts, I'm gonna need some large cog wheels and some normal cog wheels, and we're definitely gonna need some more of each of these guys. So it's just gonna be shaft and some wood. We'll probably make, I think it's probably a good idea to make a couple of you guys. There we go. Nice healthy amount, and now all we gotta do is get it set up, which means I need water as well. I think we can get plenty of, because I've got an infinite water source. And I think I'm gonna use the space that I've made over here. First thing I gotta do is get the water that we need, because we're gonna need water set up. Wrong way. There we go. Nice little infinite water source, and then we can just smack some more there, which is perfect. And now, it goes like this, right? Yeah, exactly. And that's all we need. And now we put a small cog wheel, and then we put a big cog wheel. Wait, no, we do big to small, because that's how gears work. I'm feeling a little stupid right now, but, that's also just because I'm sick. But you guys could already tell that. But anyway, we're just gonna essentially amp up the speed of all of this as high as we can, so that we can craft stuff as fast as we can, because we're gonna need to make a lot of stuff. We still need to get into chickens, we still need to get into a bunch of other stuff as well. So it's gonna be a whole thing. Also, I'm realizing that cuts back into where we don't want to be, so we're gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to improvise a little bit, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal because we just go like that, and I just need to pick up you, which is perfect, and we can get rid of that torch. And now we've got this guy going pretty rapid, and I guess I could make that does spin it. So it's already spinning. But that would extend into that, which I don't want. So we gotta get it. Maybe I translate that over to the other side. So we go up, and then we can build the crafter over here, which would be perfect because then I won't have to worry about space requirements or fitting this within a bunch of other stuff as well. So then we just pipe the power over here, and then I'd have to go you to what, to you, and then that back to another gear, and that'll go pretty darn rapid. It would be perfect because that's exactly what we want. Now we've got the space that we need, and I don't remember how to like change the way that these guys go, but at least they're going fast now, so that's all that really matters. I mean, I guess, wait, is it the way that you place, like, the way that you're looking at when you place them? Or is it, like, I don't remember. It just goes up. Okay. Can I... Yeah, it just goes up, but goes into that guy. Okay. Is that because I put it... Can I just do that? Okay, I can. That works. That's good. Now, I can just go like this, right? Yeah, good. Okay. But then that would mean I need to go down to be able to get it to go. You know what? This is fine. This is fine. It's not the end of the world. We at least are getting what we need to accomplish accomplished. We can get all this stuff made. And of course it's overstressed, which means I'm gonna need even more power, or I need to slow it down. So maybe what we do instead of having that to that is we go like this, maybe? Maybe this is an idea. That would have been interesting, but okay, overstressed again. So it's still going too fast, which means maybe we just get more water wheels. Which is exactly what I just got, because now we've got a bunch more water wheels that we can hopefully, if I just do the casual little sneak by over here, we should be able to make more space for, which I'm going to need 8 more spaces for, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and now all I gotta do is clear out all the space so that we can actually put the water wheels down, which isn't too bad because I've got a hammer, and you know what? Hammer time. It's the best. Anyway, now I need the space down here, and then we need the water, which shouldn't be too difficult because I have a bucket, right? Yep, we got bucket. We can just make infinite water, which is great because that's what we're gonna need. I gotta just get all, there we go, perfect, perfection, there we go, and now, we just water wheel it up, and eventually it, uh-oh, that could have been bad, but thankfully I was, you know, able to avoid passing away, and now we shall see, can we make it work? Wrong thing. There we go, and now it's working, which means now I think we can actually do it. What does it cost for me to make a crushing wheel? Stone, planks, andesite. Okay, so I've got the andesite, I've got the planks, I just need stone, which I think I've got a bunch of stone over here. Right, we just need, I'm just gonna need 4 crushing wheels, max. Which I don't think we have enough andesite alloy for right now, but it's fine, because we will eventually. Wrong way. It's 4 planks with 1 stone, but, you know, I forgot that that's how that works, because I forgot how things go. There we go, and then it goes nice and fast, and we get our crushing wheel. Oh, we get 2 per, which is great, because that's how many you need, so I'm happy with that. Because we can get 2 sets, and then we don't have to worry about it. And now I just gotta set up a crushing wheel thing, which I guess I'll do over here. Because crushing wheels, we need, what, you can put them in 1. 1x1s, and they need a space of 1 in the middle. So we just need 3 spaces, and then we can make it work. And then they work with a cogwheel behind them. So I just need a bunch of cogwheels now, which is just wood. So now all we're gonna do is we're just gonna turn a bunch of shafts into cogwheels, and then a bunch of cogwheels into big cogwheels. And then from there, we're just gonna make some crushing wheel stuff. Except I'm realizing that I'm gonna need a bunch more of the what are they? The water wheels. That's what they are. I'm gonna need a bunch of them because these guys have a lot of stress impact. So, what's the total stress? Kinetic sources. Okay. Half the speed of regular water wheels, but provide substantially higher stress capacity. Exactly. That's why I'm using them. Do we wanna really get the stuff? I don't fully know. But what I do know is that I'm thinking 4's not going to be enough. I'm thinking we go 16, which is just going to take a little bit more time. I mean, by a little bit more time, I mean we should be able to have it like right now, because I just need 12 of you guys, and then just turn that all into large water wheels. And now we've got 16 large water wheels, which is perfect. But now I gotta actually get that set up, so let's make the space that we need over here. And 4 crushing wheels, because the crushing wheels, they give better resources, right? To get actual ores. Because we get all of these from crushing gravel or slag, but crushing wheels overall, we can crush a bunch of different things into the ores, the nuggets of experience and everything. So I should probably make drawers as well. We gotta do a bunch more stuff too. So let's get the space that we need set up. So we've got you and you, and then space behind it. We've got these guys. Space behind it, we need you and you. Or not you and you. How's this gonna work? Because that'll make them both spin the same. Do you only need to spin 1 crushing wheel for them both to spin? No. So we're gonna have to do. What am I gonna have to do for that? I don't even remember. Am I gonna have to go just do for them to spin the same way? No, because we don't want them spinning the same way. So we need it to be 2 or 4. It needs to be an even amount of gears. So we've got to go what? Like, because you to you wouldn't work. But I guess we just make some gearboxes finally. I don't know why I've been avoiding it so much. But we can make a gearbox. No, it's not what I wanted to. Not what I wanted to do at all. Gearbox. Okay, it's just andesite casings with gears around it. Or small cogs, rather. Which isn't bad at all. And now we get logs. Great. We get you guys. We get andesite casings. Oh no. Andesite casings. It's the end of the world. And now we're gonna need, what, 16 more of you guys? Because we need 4 per. And we get gearboxes, and now we don't have to worry about that because we can just get it to spin. There we go. And now we can take you away. And now we just need to get all of this set up. So, actually, we just need 2, and then shaft. And then down here is where we're going to be able to get away. This is where we're going to put all of the water wheels. It's just going to be behind this guy. So now I got to set up all the water wheels, which isn't going to be too hard because, again, we can just do this. It's great. Although I'm thinking we do 2 rows of water wheels or just 1 row. Well, I think 1 row of water wheels is probably better. But I don't really want to do that. So, I don't fully know. But that's 6 water wheels. You know what? We're just going to do them all in a row. It's all just for the sake of simplicity. We're just going Water wheel after water wheel after water wheel after water wheel after water wheel. And you know what? It's gonna work fabulously because that's how water wheels work. They just work. Also, let's just get you guys, and now we got all the water wheels set up, and they're gonna work perfectly because that's exactly how it's supposed to go. So we just get all you guys, and you know what? Perfection. And now it spins incredibly slowly, but at least they're spinning the right way. Now what we can do is, not a gearbox, spin, speed, control, oh, I need a precision mechanism for, but I don't want that. I don't want to have to make a recipe sequence right now. I don't want to do that. So we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way, which is why I've got all these cog wheels and large cog wheels, which is great. This is going to be perfect. So we just go big to small. Work, please. There we go. And then we only need to get it to one side of this. So I just need to make a space behind here, and we just go crazy, I guess. So then it goes big to small. There we go. And then we can send that back, right? We send that back using the shaft. And then we go big. And then here we can do that guy. And then it goes down. And then now we can just input that directly into here. And now they spin the wrong way. So what we do is we take that and we take a gearbox and we shove a gearbox in between it. And now they spin the right way. And now when we chuck these guys on here, they spin nice and fast. And now what we're gonna do is, I probably shouldn't get in between them, but I can make a little stool for me to get up here. And what I can do is I can chuck a stack of cobble in there, and then a stack of cobble, this will happen. It'll go nice and quick, right? It just turns cobble into nothing, I guess, because, yeah. Oh, there's not a cobble recipe. I need gravel. Okay. It doesn't turn cobble into gravel, it just turns cobble into nothing. So, what does it turn sand into? What do you give me if I chuck sand in? It's gonna give me nothing again, isn't it? That's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'll chuck some gravel in there too. And maybe we make them spin even faster. We could try that out too, because we can make it, we've got plenty of gears and cogs. There's small cogs and large cogs, but the same thing. Like, we got plenty of them. We could take off the extra layers of this and just end up getting a ton of gravel, but we've also got a ton of gravel over here. Maybe I just upgrade to a diamond chest, but I mean, we're about to find out what happens when we take our gravel. I mean, that went fairly fast, but we're about to get even more, so let's see what happens if we wait. We wait until all the particles go away. How much are we gonna get? Well, let's find out. So, what do we get? Honestly, a pretty darn good haul of, you know, iron, osmium, tin, zinc, lead, coal. Pretty decent haul, so maybe we get that set up. We need, what is it, chutes? Chute is iron sheet, iron, and iron sheet. Okay, cool. So, we're just gonna need some iron for that, right? And we need, what, 1, 2, I'm gonna need more chutes. So, let's just at least make a couple chutes at once. Oh, you get 4 chutes. You know what, we can get a plentiful amount of chutes. But we get a chute, and then I need a chest, and we gotta upgrade a chest. So where's my glass at? We need glass, we need diamonds. It's 6 diamonds, right? And then we need gold as well, which I guess I used all the gold, but that's fine. Not the end of the world, right? Please? Because I've got these gold chests, which I'm not using. So let's just chuck that in there. And we're just gonna grab all this cobblestone, and all the cobble that we have is gonna get turned into compressed cobble, because we can. And then we're gonna just not use any of it, because why would we need compressed cobble? You know, exactly. Yep, that's how that works. You don't need cobblestone in there. I'm making 2x compressed cobble, which is perfect, because now we've got all of that. And now what we can do is we can take all of our cobble and we can turn it into even more compressed cobble, because that's how this cobblestone. That's how cobblestone works. Is we just get as much compressed cobble as we want, and we just turn it into 2x compressed cobble, and then we get even more because cobblestone. Because I'm just trying to get at the actual thing that I'm here for, which is the chest, which only took 8 years to get to, but it's fine because at least we got all this cobble. Because we definitely want all this cobble. Because cobble's so useful to us. Also, apparently upgrading, you only need 2 diamonds, and you need 6 glass. So, that's fun. I don't know why it's that way, because that was so much cheaper. But, you know what? Fair enough. I will take it. Because it means that I get a diamond chest for practically free. And you know what? That free is better than paying for it. So, you know what? I'll take it. Anyway, let's get all this compressed cobble stuff taken care of. And just get all that compressed even more, and now we'll get it chucked in here, because why the heck not? Now, we should probably set up the chute and the diamond chest. Can I make a chute angle into something? No, I cannot. Of course I can't, because that would be too easy. So, at least what we can do is diamond chest, chute, and now everything should go into that. And I know there's better stuff, and that's why we made multiple crushing wheels, but I think I'm gonna get a whole ton of raw ore products and other stuff. And then what we can do is we can use the crushing wheels on those to actually get even better resources, correct? Yeah, because then we get crushed raw iron, which then we can wash or blast, and it goes even faster. And then we get chances of getting other stuff too, which is great, because that's exactly what we want. So, let's get a ton of gravel. And by a ton, I mean, I don't think it works with crushed, or with the compressed gravel. Does it work with compressed gravel? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, you know what, that's fine, because it means that we can at least get a heck of a lot of stuff, and I'm definitely going to probably increase the speed, because you can make things go even faster. I'm just worried about overstressing everything. Well, now that we've got all this stuff, all we gotta do is rinse it off, and then we can hopefully get a bunch more stuff that, honestly, I don't even know how much we're gonna get from this, because it's gonna be a lot more than we're gonna... I don't even know how much this is gonna give us, but it's gonna be a lot, and we're about to find out, so let's just see what happens when we chuck, all of the crushed stuff into our beautiful little water stream. And now we just gotta wait a little bit for all of it to get processed all the way up. Then we're just gonna pick it all up and see just how much stuff we're gonna get, because it's gonna be kind of insane. Okay, I think most of it's rinsed off now. Let's just try. Holy osmium. Okay, we're just gonna get a bunch of osmium, and this is a way that we can get other stuff while also getting everything else that we need. So it's a way for us to get a bunch of different resources while not having to sacrifice anything, and also not having to smelt it, which is huge. Because smelting it's going to take a bunch of coal, a bunch of other stuff, and also just then we have to wait rather than just chucking it into, whatever this is, which is actually, it's just water. We just rinse it off, and then it's just free stuff. So definitely going to take the free stuff over having to actually, work for it. Also, I'm realizing I'm going to need to make a new chest and stuff. So, probably should do that. Yeah. Ooh, and we got a holy stick of wood divining. 0 uses left. That's our second one that we've gotten so far. Sorry if you're muting, I had to sneeze real bad. But that's kind of dope that we got a second one, because, I mean, I don't know how rare it is to get the same one twice, but overall, I think that's pretty cool. Let's get as much as we can of this stuff produced, and then we'll see how much we ended up getting at the very end of it, and maybe we can get even more, but I don't fully know, because we're just going to try and get through all of it so that we can not have to, accidentally wait more than 5 minutes for part of it to just disappear, because that'd be kind of lame. Okay, this is the last batch of stuff that we get to just compress up, and hopefully then we won't have to worry about anything else, which is great, because that is everything. And that is a whole lot of stuff that I'm going to turn all into blocks, because otherwise it's going to take up way too much space. But overall, I think that's a pretty good haul for our first little batch. And now I'm going to have to work on getting a bunch more stuff and getting it all automated. But we're going to do that probably in the next part, because I'm going to try and make... I'm going to start, like, segmenting it up back into episodes, because that way more people get to see it while I'm doing it, and then the people who want to see the full thing can see the full thing when I edit it all together at the end. And people seem to enjoy that a lot more. I've been doing some experimentation with that. People seem to enjoy it a lot more when I make individual episodes and then compress it all up at the end for people who want to just see the super long cut all together, and just making multiple versions for different people, and people seem to enjoy that a lot more. So that's what I'm going to do, and I think for now I'm going to end it here. I'm going to probably get some more resources in between this episode and next, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. GG's, peace, and see ya.